Good afternoon to you. Or Merry Christmas, as they say. Christmas, we're not just there yet, but we're getting there. Snowball. Not a snowball fight. I'm busy sorting out things for Reese, as you may have guessed. Ah, Merry Christmas. Dear, dear. But I'm busy putting, if anybody's interested, I'm busy putting the wires on the cones. The cones I've got a bag off. Yeah, look what I've got. And I was in the garden centre the other week there, looking at the price of them, and for a bag, small bag, 20, they're £5. The problem with cones, you've got to gather them at the wrong time of the year. You've got to gather them in summertime. And it goes against the grain, actually. It goes against the grain to gather cones at that time of the year, with a few too this time. But I wasn't really going to bother this year, but I did it. I said, oh, just do it anyway, gather them up. They were quite good cones, as you can see. I was just going to run through the little bit of the wiring. And if you're into it, you've got to get, as I said, you've got to gather them at the wrong time of the year. And what you're really looking for is a time when, as I say, it's in the summer, start off, and late spring anyway, and a breezy day or a breezy night beforehand, and somewhere where there's good Scots pine, old Scots pine, and you'll gather loads off if somebody else hasn't clocked them first, like, you know. As I say, I think there was about 20 in that small bag, and nearly £5. Got a few quid there, actually. I don't get anything for them, but I've got a few quid there. But there's 2 or 3 ways of doing it. Get yourself some wire, and copper wire, or just thin pliable wire, soft wire. Cut it to a length. What I do is I mark it. I've got a little bit left on the spool, and what's that glue gun there? So what I do is I put a mark on the table, figure out the length I'm looking for, and put a mark, felt pen mark, and just lay it on, and then clip it, do it out, and it's the easiest way to do it. And once you've got them, a whole dose of them cut, it's a mind blasting thing. It's miserable weather out there, that's why I'm in here today. Well, I'm going to be all day because I've got a bit of the cold, and so it's kind of knackered me a bit, so I'm in here. So once you do that, you just bend it in the middle, turn it round, like that kind of length, roughly about 2.5 inches in length, and that's basically doubled. Now you can, I've got an industrial glue gun, to which I can't get the glue sticks for nowadays. Well, I can, but I need to buy them, because it's an industrial glue gun, I need to buy about £70 worth of glue sticks. Because the other ones, I've tried every other glue stick that's in about the, is it 12mm, I think, this one. Somewhere in about there. And I've tried every other glue stick about that size, and it doesn't work at all. So I end up having to push them through. Yeah, it's 12mm. And so it's close, but not close enough. So obviously, it's this Tech 700, very good gun, tremendously good gun. But I end up having to push the sticks through it. It does for, anyway, but these hobby guns nowadays are brilliant. They're just, all the glue sticks will fit, they're nice and easy, not as big. This thing will, you hit the glue on this thing and it'll give you a real problem, like, you know, lift the skin. But there's 2 ways of doing it, and I do it this way. I actually bore a hole into the end of the cone, where the actual stem bark was. I go down about 8mm, something like that. Pop some glue in it, and I'll just show you now, and I'll get that out of the way. You can do it the other way. You can just pop a bit of glue on the end and then fold it into it, just lay it on top of it, and it'll hold it. Well, I like going in actually. So I'll just do this one. I mean, I do it on top of my knee. You're really not supposed to do. You're supposed to health and safety job, like, you know. And I've got a bit in the drill that's about the right size, and you've got to be a little bit careful. I would advise wearing gloves if you're doing this. No, I don't practice what I preach out. There we are. So that's it down in. And give it a little bit of a shake off. As I say, we can't use the trigger on it, so I just use the end of the stick and push it and pop a bit of glue on it. And that's it. And then you can give it a little bit of time. You don't have to stick it in straight away. It will work, but and it will hold it, but just give it that little bit thing. So, you know, if you're making up wreaths or you're doing anything like that, away you go. I'll show you. There's centerpieces for table. I get dragged into this. Ah dear, I'm trying to get the spirit of it all, like, you know. Anyway, what I do is I bend it just a little bit wider than so as the bend's just slit, a little bit wider than the hole, and then when I push it in, it's just a case of it squeezes past it, and that's it. And once it's done like that, you can tie these cones to anything at all, and they will never ever move. The one with it on top, it's a different thing. As I say, you can get away with that, but I'm never a fan of it. But it does work. It does. You don't want to. If you're having them, put them on outside wreaths for doors and things like that, it's got to be a sheltered thing, because as you can see, they're all in it as an open. They're all open right now. Basically, that was them dropping the seed on the tree, and it blew off, nice and dry. I picked them up within a time. Everybody tramps over them, vehicles run over them, and all the rest of it. But they'll stay open as long as they're dry. The cone will stay open. If it gets wet, you use it outside, it closes up. So there's that kind of thing. Now, what I do with them now is I put a little bit of a dust on them for snow. And what it is, it's just a bit of PVA glue. And because I'm doing the snowmen, things like that, it's just a bit of kingspan insulation really at the end of the day. Shaped off, filed down. Well, you're filing it down, put the filings into a box, and gives you your artificial snow. It's fine. It works all right. You can buy it all. You can buy all the spray-on stuff. You can buy this. You can do all these things. But I look around. Use what I've got. So once you've got that, you just take a bit of PVA. I clean that brush a bit there. Normally wouldn't have this set up here, I've just set it up to show you. And I don't put it on all the cone, I just have it on the top part of it, like that. I don't like snow all over the cone, I like just looking at the top part, just it gives it a little bit of detail. Quite nice. I've got spray on glue there, but I use that really, because the foam's water based, because the foam's what it is, you've got to use water based on it. You can't use anything oil based or that, it just eats it away. So once you've given it a lick of that, sprinkle a bit over the top of it. Do that. That off. There you are. You get that? It works champion. That's just enough actually. Once that dries, once the PVA dries off, you're left with that, which is very nicely. That Kingston insulation, it's polystyrene insulation. It's realistic. It's realistic. It looks like snow, so that'll do. Like, you know. So that's the way. If you wish to do, you can do it like that. An awful lot of people do different things, but I've got a lot of work in front of me with this, and it's whether I'll last the course or not, like, you know. But little snowmen, they've still to be finished yet, and they were just this. It's just insulation again, sanded down, shaped off, rough shape. It's a snowman. Never perfect. I mean, you can do it. I mean, I could set it up and make them perfectly round and perfectly this, but I like the roughness of it. It's a bit more realistic, and you'll do a skewer, a steak, light stick, put through it, pop it on I'll pop it a little bit further just, and then the hat will go on. Oh, the bell is wrong. Hat, once this is painted black, a little black hat on, and then the buttons down there, and then the twigs, I'll get twigs and paint them for the arm. Great stuff. Yes, I'm joining in. I used to do all this every year, but can you lose? I like the time of year. I think it's a marvellous time of year, and it's a time for families and people enjoying themselves, and it's very good. But it's also a time of great excess. Waste. I can't abide waste. Waste to me is a terrible business altogether. I'm afraid we live in a world that's constantly changing, constantly wasting. But there you are. So I thought I'd throw that one in there because I'm busy working on it, and I'll have a wee break here. I'll just make a little food. That's it. But we'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.